Hey, what's up? Doesn't this tower look kind of out of place? Like there's a weird feeling that something's off. Like you feel there's something wrong, but you can't really put a finger on it. My first thought was that maybe it's not that it's over designed, but uh, it has let's say, quite a lot of detail compared to this flat wall here. So if that's the problem, then this should fix it. And honestly, it makes a tremendous difference. The wall now matches the complexity of this tower. And honestly, to me, this looks really nice. I don't know about you, but still, doesn't it look kind of off in a way, in a weird way? I think. Sorry if I sound a bit arrogant, but I think you will agree that objectively this tower doesn't look bad. Maybe some of you will say that it looks kind of like a FIFA World Cup trophy. Maybe, but the issue is not that the tower looks bad, but the issue is more with that I I have weird feeling that this tower does not match the wall. Oh, the wall. Like either the tower must change or the wall design must change. I hope I didn't give the wrong impression that I am disappointed in the result. I'm actually pretty pleased with the result here. The whole process, how I got here, I don't know how well I will illustrate this journey, but I mean, to be fair, I didn't have a lot of ideas for these towers. Honestly, I wanted to go with something with the standard, maybe an extrusion down here, maybe a ring in the middle, and a cup-like top, the standard, right? But then I kind of started to think about this tower from Oblivion here, and I kind of liked these straight extrusions of the tower. Maybe these are too shallow for me. I wanted to make them deeper, like more extruded from the core. At the start, I wanted to go for something like this. But then, when I started to design the extrusions, I came up with the idea to not make them straight, but to make them bend like this. And for me, I really liked the way this looked here. Also, this was quite the process. A lot of counting at the beginning, but later with the third and the fourth tower, I was going from the top of my head like it's nothing. So yeah, I really like this point of the tower. Obviously, it needs a lot of work in this stage. I didn't have a lot of ideas for the top at this stage. How to end the tower here? To continue these extrusions like straight up, or maybe bend them inwards, making a sphere-like top. Many weird ideas. I didn't know what I wanted to. Then at one point, I didn't know how I will execute it, but I really like the idea that these extrusions would like wither out the more they go to the top, like the way they get smaller and narrower. I really like that idea. Something similar to this was on my mind. I didn't know how to properly execute this. I really was against the idea to go in creative and mess around there. But also, if I don't do that, experimenting in survival in this stage without the scaffoldings and elytras and happy gas stuff, experimenting in survival is quite a pain. But still, I wanted to try. Yeah, my approach was kind of primitive. This black layer is the core of the tower, and these rings around are there to help me make these shapes consistent, not flat in a weird ways. Yeah, this was the approach I took. I picked a random size in the middle and experimented with different kinds of shapes, like narrow and short and narrow and longer and wider and longer. Later decided on these big ones here. Honestly, to be fair, I didn't need to draw the whole circle. I would do just fine with these sections here. But yeah. Anyway, and as far as this goes, this basically matches the vision I had for this tower. I convinced myself that it looks nice. It goes well. Not with this flat wall here, but with the wall back there. But still, this weird feeling that it kind of doesn't fit. Well, this is not the finished tower here. I still trying to decide how I will trim it with this sandstone to give it a little color. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go with a straight line here, like also banana shaped, but steeper, and a really narrow line here. Or version 2 is that I would trim these extrusions like this, like an oval shape. And yeah, this basically is the final design for the tower. But originally I wanted to make this video once I have all the towers done and the walls done, and maybe even maybe I would not finish the gate house yet. But that was the point at which I wanted to make this video. So why am I making this video now? The reason why I'm making this video right now is while I was working on the second tower, making it like this, as you might have guessed, this takes a lot of resources, a lot of back and forth from the storage to the top of the tower. And I cleared my inventory, and instead of going to the storage room and picking up more materials and going back and continuing on the tower, I decided to run out and just take a look at the midpoint of the tower. So I was going like this. Bam. Doesn't this half-finished tower here fit better than this? Well, there is a possibility that there's some of you that still prefer this over this, but for me this hit in a weird way that, like, yes, this fits better than this. And I don't know, maybe this build required that the tower was more squarish, jaggy, rather than this flowy, circular. Maybe it was too too circular. Maybe the problem was that this really resembles a football trophy cup more than a tower. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe for you this didn't work as it worked for me. Let me know. Which tower do you prefer? Okay, to be fair, this wall is not done. This wall will go higher, a bit higher. I am thinking of connecting these upper parts of these arcs with another arc that would go more towards the out, but also go up higher a bit, like 2 blocks maybe. That would be the top of the wall. Let me know which one of these towers do you prefer. As for me, I completely prefer this tower over this one. I will tear these higher levels down to match this tower. With this video, maybe poorly, maybe I did my job very poorly, but I wanted to somehow illustrate, I guess, that the process of how I and many other builders are coming to the result. Like, I never envisioned this while I was working on this citadel at the beginning. Not even close. But one thing led to another, and then to another. And yeah, funnily enough, this final stage of the tower still had one stage higher, and it required less. On some of the things that happened inside of the castle, I didn't finish it completely, but I almost finished the second floor. Almost finished it. It takes a lot of stone. Yup, scary amounts of stone. Right here, because of this view, these were the first cracks that made me doubt this tower design. I really didn't like how it looked from this place. From down there, I was on board. I really liked how it looked. But up here, this was I was trying to think of ways how I will quote unquote fix it up here. Like maybe drive some kind of room inside of the tower. This looks more castle-ish than this. And what else? I moved all of the zombie villagers down here. They're quite loud, sadly. Maybe in future I will try to make this place more nicer. Like some kind of hospital or something close to that. But yeah, this was the space I decided. On one hand, I wanted to bring them somewhere more in the middle, but the thing was that they're so loud that I can hear them even on the second floor, and that was quite annoying. I can hear them outside of the castle, and yeah, I decided to put them here. So that's that. Gave me the spooky. A lot of annoying noises. Yeah, as I said, these towers take a lot of stone. Maybe we could take a ride. I can show you show you the excavation site. Obviously, apart from iron and gold, not a single diamond ore was touched in this place. So basically, when I will run out of diamonds, and I'm pretty close of running out of 6 stacks of diamonds, I'm left with a 1 stack and some bits of diamonds. So I'm pretty close of running out. Also, I can use this opportunity before these stats reset again. Yeah, since the episode 28, I've mined 100,000 stone blocks. Yeah, and that's since episode 28. I'm still bothered that these stats keep resetting like this. Either it's a corrupt save file or I'm switching from Windows to Linux. How I understand it is that in the future versions the way it stores data changes, and then maybe there will be less stat resetting. But for now, yeah, it's stupid how many times my stats have been resetted. Upsetting, I tell you. But yeah, once I run out of diamonds, I will mine up all of these diamonds. And loosely based on the amount I will mine up, I will make some kind of, maybe not monument, but some kind of immersive build on the surface, just to earn these diamonds in a way. I don't really leave the redstone on purpose. They just clutter the inventory. So I will come at one point and collect them. I'm kind of afraid to use the redstone blocks for building, because what if I've run out of them in a stupid way? Then I would be stuck. How did that happen? But yeah, that's the progress I made. Not a lot of progress. Definitely I'm far from these crazy Minecraft YouTuber grinders. I would not go as far to claim that they're cheating, but man, I really don't have it in me to grind that crazy like they do. And I'm not even talking about the Hermitcraft people. A weird long ramble about the towers. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to say how proud I am of these towers. I'm not that great of a builder, and seeing results like these really makes me happy. But yeah, as I said, this whole video basically exists because of this revelation here, like this. Why are you not loaded? There you go. Not to make the point that less is more, but yeah, that I wanted to illustrate this weird feeling that one thing that objectively is nice. I want to claim that it's objectively nice build, but yeah, this weird feeling that it didn't fit the build, even though it's absolutely miles away from finished. So what do you mean it doesn't fit? make the rest of the build so that it fits. I'm going in circles, I'm sorry. But yeah, please let me know which one of these do you prefer. Would you rather make the rest of the build fit this tower, or would you rather tear down the top part because this matches better with the rest of the build? Sun is going down. It's getting pretty late. See you guys in the next one.